In The Genius, one player is eliminated every episode, and the last remaining player is the champion. The main match decides the winner and elimination candidate for the day. The winner receives a token of life, which grants immunity from the death match. The loser chooses one player without a token of life to take part in a one-on-one death game. The player who loses the death match is eliminated. Garnets are a currency worth $1 each. The total garnets held by the champion will be the final prize. The journey and the result, the group and the individual, beautiful defeats and ugly victories. This is the Genius Game.
Alright everybody, so for this next main match we're going to be playing the classic Genius game, the 1-2-3 game. So all of you are going to receive 3 1 cards, 3 2 cards, and 3 3 cards. I'm going to put a 30-minute timer on the clock, and you have that time to strategize with each other and kind of play games against each other. You can come up to me at the table and ask to play a game. You can play against anyone, there's no limit to how many times you can play against someone. Okay? Each of you will put down 1 card, and whoever puts down the higher card wins the battle. If it ties, then it ties and no one gets a point. And whoever has the most points at the end of the timer wins. Whoever has the fewest points loses. If someone has a card left that is unplayed, then their score is automatically 0, and they will come in last place. Just a warning. You are allowed to trade cards with each other, and yeah, that's everything. But before we get started, I wanted to offer you something. Alright, if anyone wants some extra cards, I have 3 4s available for you. And we can have an auction for them right now if no one wants them. So you get 3 1s, 3 2s, 3 3s, and 3 4s. I'll do it. How many cards? 1. Anyone else getting?
Is it only for those 3, or can I just have 1 4? You know what I mean?
You get all 3 of these.
Oh, so it's 1 package.
Yeah, it's a package. In addition.
Yeah. I'll throw 2 garnets in there.
3, 4, 5.
Damn.
Sorry.
Tom. Ooh. Okay. I like it.
How many is that? 6 cards.
6 garnet tokens.
I'm asking 6. Can we combine?
Huh? Yeah, you can always exchange cards with each other. 5, 4,
7.
7 for Christian. Do you have that? Wow. Yeah. 7 for Christian. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, Christian pays 7 cards for these. 3 4 cards. There you go. I'm going to get the rest of your cards to you. Alright, I am putting 30 minutes on the clock and the game has started.
Okay, so if we have an even amount of people, we can all play our cards against each other
We have not
to secure. No, but he has an even amount, so it's even.
I have 12.
So like we're all good. So if we all play together, ensure that only one person wins. We're all safe, and one of them is stuck with 1 card, making them have 0.
Okay.
And so they would automatically go to the death match, and we would.
Thomas won this last game. I think we just need to
I won this last time.
What's the highest number Christian can get?
I can
don't
win.
know yet.
If y'all trade me all cards, I can.
We can get 12.
If we each ensure that
I
we
can
each
get
get 1 point,
as many as
we're
y'all
safe.
want me to. Like, I can win it. And y'all just secure me the immunity if y'all want. Because I have 4.
Okay, then we should talk it out and do it right away.
I have.
is that okay with y'all?
Yes.
Well, they're still going to challenge one of us, right?
No, they can't.
we
They
can
We
just
can
challenge each
literally
other.
ignore them and say, I do not want to.
Oh, it's the
You
bottom
have
2?
to consent to
We
play.
we can just challenge each other if
But it's
they
the bottom 2 that are in the death match?
It's
No,
the bottom one and they
and
choose.
Yeah, but they choose one of us, right?
Don't think so.
They could.
That's not it.
Yeah, they completely
Well, there's
could.
no way for all of us to be safe.
Yeah.
Unless we all go
2
for a
of us
tie
can be
victory.
safe.
I'm good with it either way.
What if
think-
we make you the winner?
I mean, I'm good with that.
we can make you the winner.
You can only possibly get
Bert.
9 points.
We're playing the game right now.
Huh?
We're playing the game right now, us 3.
Yeah.
People are not playing the game. Everyone's playing the game, but all outside together talking.
So we
That's the
can
best.
only possibly get 9 points in this group. Right.
That's no.
We could have just. I don't know. I'm tired and confused. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I want some more guards.
Well,
I mean, I could take, how much does Thomas have now?
12,
13?
13.
I mean, I'll just take last place. And then we can just go for these guards, man.
Like try to take his gardens down. That'd be kind of funny.
Well, the last person will get
But the first
all the gardens.
whoever gets first.
Oh, you're saying you're going to
Yeah.
lose this game, so you
Throw
can
it
beat him in a death
and beat him in a death match.
But the thing is, if he wins, then you can't take him to the death match.
Not a certain person. Oh, if Thomas wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
I mean, you think Thomas is the winner now?
What do you
It's
say?
quite possible, either him or Christian. I think they're the two tight in there. What is
Oh, they're very tight.
what does getting another person in there do for us? Does that do anything?
Out of that room?
Yeah.
I mean, you're about to get someone to screw the entire thing over.
Why would it
This-
screw the thing over?
Alright, you play 2, I'll play 3. Play a different card.
You mean we could get someone and then screw them over? I mean,
the
They're not
odds,
gonna-
odds are they're gonna rig us to win.
yeah.
One of us is gonna lose.
What are the three of us going to do with this?
4.
Oh, bye, Del.
Welcome to the game.
Then I think
What's the strategy? Do they have an odd number 2?
then we have one. Then we have. If you're
Yeah,
gonna
they
throw
have an odd
it,
number also.
then we.
Are you really going
I'm
to
not
throw
gonna,
it?
this is just like, if this is a. this
I'm
is a-
saying if you wanted to do that.
I don't want to do it, it's like last,
Yeah.
I'd rather us fight about it,
Yeah.
I'd rather just take that out.
Yeah. If that's what we would end up doing, then what we can do is, you play your 3s against his 2s and get 3 points. Okay. You play your 1s against. What would I play? What do you have left? You have 2s left.
2s and
right.
Do you want to do it mock?
So I would put you play your 1s
Yeah,
against.
let's do that. Let's play a game right now. Let's 3.
Just mock it up.
Jackson, Joseph, and Ferg plan out their games to try to maximize their points. They realize that one of them will be left with a card.
Trying to
The
actually
problem
get
is that
maximum
between
points
us,
right
there's
now.
an odd amount of cards, so we need to convince one of them to play a match with one of us.
Well, the thing is, I don't know the number of cards for them too.
Ooh, that's true. That is true.
Well, no, they just added on 3 more cards though. They just got an extra 3 cards. The fools.
So they have an odd number. They have an even number of cards. We have an odd number of cards. Just want to take it? Say, hey, I'll take
Well,
0
we should
points.
just approach Christian and say, hey, you're an a-hole for leaving our group after we saved you twice, and listen to what you want us to do for Cambric.
Play us.
And we helped you win, and they screwed you over with the blue thing.
If we need to make sure that we each get 1 point, and that you get all of the rest.
Yeah.
So if Christian gives you all the 4s, all the 3s, and we have all the 2s and 1s, then and
We each play a 2 and a 1 against each other.
Exactly. So she gets a point. Me and Christian play. I play a 2. He plays a 1. I get a point. He does it with Claire, gets a point. Claire does it with Meredith, gets a point. And so we would all have 1 point, be safe for the round, because one of them will be left with 1 card.
And then you get rid of the rest of your cards with us.
Okay?
And we play
So
only 2s
if
and
we-
1s and you're guaranteed to win.
If we stay strong, like,
I'm good
we're
with
holding, you know?
that. Works for me.
Joseph and Jackson are
I mean, it
working on
makes
this
sense. I mean,
match.
if you know the math works, I mean, you seem very.
This is exactly how I did it
Yeah.
last time. I won last time.
It's just adding the equal number of players should mean that everyone can get all the cards.
Everyone,
away.
exactly.
But add
So
3
they're
extra
stuck with
cards.
a card. They have.
So
Because
one
we're
of
5
them-
people. With 5 people, they're 3 people. So they have an odd amount of cards between them.
So as it stands right now, one of us is going to get 0 points.
Yeah, I think we should approach Christian and tell him that, like, look, we saved you, that group's too big, like, come for the low numbers, we've been active this entire game.
He's not going to leave.
They
it.
all knew about the blue and white thing, and they screwed you over.
We need to get James.
He's
I
very.
think they also have the 4s. I think we should talk to Christian real quick.
Really?
Go for
He's
it.
not going to. He's not going to buy anything
He's too
we have
tight.
to say.
He's too tight with Thomas.
Yeah, he's not going to buy anything we have to say.
We shouldn't let them get that straight. We should have kept him.
I didn't realize that it was going to evolve to be like nod versus even once he added those in.
Oh, I don't know. I saw that coming. I just didn't see the Thomas and Christian alliance just completely leaving us in the dust that fast.
You didn't see that coming?
They say that's how
Wow.
Christian plays.
Huh? It's exactly how Christian plays.
We should have said Cameron.
Should have said Cambry. That's why I was kind of talking to you about it. But
Can we give all our points to one of us?
Yeah. I'm saying, but then the
Yeah,
last
that's what
person's
I'm
gonna lose, and you'll automatically be up for elimination.
I'm right here.
Huh? Right here.
I mean, what else are we gonna do, Jack?
Honestly, I'll do it
No,
too.
that's what
At this point,
that's what we would do.
What if I tell Christian, look, this is our plan. I'm gonna pick you.
Oh wait, that's
Put
good.
him to my side.
Wait, that's good. That's good.
But he's
Okay, go. That's good.
What? So what are
Here's
you
our
doing?
plan. I'm gonna lose on purpose.
Christian, get your ass.
One of us is gonna win, and I'm taking you to the finals with our group.
Christian.
I'm gonna lose on purpose. I'm taking you to the finals. To the deathmatch.
Unless you want to come
Unless
over.
you come with us right
Unless you want to come over here and hang out. Genius.
Wait, one second.
Something's wrong.
Christian, come back. Christian,
Christian.
please come back.
Get your ass. Christian.
Christian, come back now.
Christian.
You taking me to the deathmatch?
Unless you want to come over here and hang out.
What?
We're fine.
I don't want to go to 2 death matches in a row.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
that's
we only
all.
have 30 minutes, and I'm really cold.
Yes,
So let's
uh,
trade cards.
Yeah,
Here,
we're gonna,
let's.
No,
we're gonna do
Can you
trading
please stay
cards.
here? Like, literally, the
Stay.
reason why Emma got out last time is because she went into another group and started.
Stay.
Okay?
We
We just
can't
need to
talk to
figure
them
this
until
out.
we've
I'm sorry
got
to
this
pull.
down.
Okay? So,
I would like winning.
huh?
I would like to win.
I mean, if he has to win, I'll go along with that, I guess.
What the hell?
Okay, are we good with this?
Yes.
I can't say
Up to you.
No, let them go.
So trade me all your 3s for my 1s.
Yeah, that works.
This is gonna be interesting.
And then I'll give you 3s for my 2s. I'll give you 3s for your 2s. Yeah, give him the ones.
Joe needs all of these.
Okay.
Might as well.
While Jackson, Joseph, and Ferg solidify their strategy, the other side stacks points on Christian so that he can win.
Why would you bring me to the deathmatch? Why was that the case?
Because that was my threat of you come to my side or I'm taking the deathmatch. That's gonna happen.
But why specifically me?
Because you've been helping me the entire time, you just left us.
I just went to the first group
Well, we
and I was forced not to leave.
I mean,
Why specifically me?
huh?
It's just it doesn't make why specifically me.
Me?
Me, like it just doesn't.
I mean, you're not
Partner with
forced
anyone
not
else
to
in the-
leave, though.
except
You
for
can
you.
do whatever you want in this game.
I can't.
Yeah.
So now one of us has to go to the deathmatch.
Yes.
And so I'm saying, come with us to make sure one of them has to do it, or we're taking you.
Okay. Well, I played all my cards.
Yeah, Christian, you're safe. No matter what.
You're safe no matter what they
Yeah.
do. So
There are no cards left. They're going to bring me to the death match.
I'm saving you.
Okay.
There's no fucking way.
Okay.
I'm prepared to bring you all the way.
Yes.
You know that.
No, Taylor, no.
If you're prepared to bring me all the way, I'm bringing you all the way.
I will never bring you to a death match.
Yeah, I'm bringing you all the way.
Like, it's going back and forth.
I'm bringing you all the way.
Okay.
I think they're gonna bring me.
Why? Because you've been working with them and now they feel like you're trading?
That's what they do with Christian.
Yeah. And he's off the table and so is Thomas.
Yep.
They have no reason not to bring me because I have never promised any of them anything.
I've worked with both Ferg and Jack. I haven't promised anything long term, but I've worked with them.
Yeah, I've worked with Jack a little, but not really Joseph or Ferguson, so I don't know how they feel about James.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because James has told me that they have like said around him that they wanted to bring James just to get him out, like just to get it
I think that
over
would be
with.
best case scenario.
I think the chances are higher that they're bringing James because I feel like they could probably beat him more than they can.
I just don't want them to be blinded by me.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I'd be willing to give you like a few of my garnets if you want to use that as a wager. Because you gave me
Would
mine.
you?
Yeah. How many did you give me?
I gave you 4.
I'll give you 8.
Taylor. Thomas just gave me 8 garnets.
Yeah, I have
Alright.
6.
What's the pack?
Yeah, and I'm also giving Christian 3.
Garnets.
This is 3 for Christian.
If I need something
And how many are you giving? I'm giving Claire 8 and Christian 3.
I don't know why you're sending Joseph to the death match. That makes no sense to me.
Because he's
I
probably
thought
the strongest.
Joseph was the strongest and the most covered in this game going into this round. Apparently he's not.
No, that's what they're saying. They're sending their strongest player so he comes back.
Oh, well, I think Camry was like the glue that held that
Yeah,
side.
they're crumbling. They're crumbling. I feel really good. I literally crawled my way back up somehow. Honestly, I don't know why James or Meredith would be down for that. Because, like, they'll also be in the death match. Because one of them is going to take it. But it's fine. I asked them if they were okay with a 50-50 shot. And they were fine. So, I'm bolstering the relationships with Claire and Christian because obviously they're safe. And if I have their trust now and the other side is crumbling, like I'm able to continue on for a couple rounds. So, like I just gave Claire 8 garnets. You know, like that's twice as many as she gave me. So I think that's a good interest rate. I feel like I have new life in this game. And it's great.
So who else is playing?
Who's going to be in the death match?
Us 5.
James.
Us 5 and James.
Dan.
Who else beans you? You know?
I've never done anything.
Yeah, not really.
Something's wouldn't happen. It's an odd number. Someone has to lose.
Yeah, we very much got shafted.
I helped you in the last game.
A lot of people did.
But I didn't. That was one of them.
I'll have to think about
6 garnets.
If
If you don't put me on a death match. I thought I was going to threaten to give him to Thomas if he didn't do it, so I was like, we'll see what it takes. What's up?
What?
I wonder who he wants up. I don't think he can beat Meredith. Yeah.
So I just want you to know that I would love to keep working with you moving forward.
I'm good with that.
Because I know that you were kind of like on like your own for a little bit there.
Yeah, clearly.
And I know it sucks doing that because I was like that for 3 rounds.
Yeah.
So I'd love to keep going, but because I'm taking a lot of the heat, I need a lot of help.
Hey, Joseph just said his order, like to bring to the death match, is Christian, me, Meredith. So
That makes sense. I talked to him on the way.
yeah, I think we're all good. Okay. By Meredith.
Meredith's the hardest one.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So-
She's scared.
Yeah, and she watched all the videos.
Yeah.
She
So did
researched
I.
all this stuff. I did not.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah, I mean, solid. I mean, how much do you trust Thomas?
A good.
He's done nothing disreputable that I can tell.
Yeah. I agree.
And if Meredith does get kicked out, Claire's
really good. She's nice.
No, but it's not attached to anybody.
No,
that
she's
I'm
not.
aware of.
I don't think she is.
Exactly. We've got to get out.
I'd love to keep.
If there's
working-
any way we can get out Joseph or Jackson.
Well, the thing is, they were so close. This had to be the round.
You never know.
Well,
see what the next one is.
It's just I was not comfortable going all the way to the end with those 2.
Oh, definitely not.
Joseph, Ferg, and Jackson pile their points on Jackson just in time for the results.
1, 2, 3 game results. Here we go. Most of you already know. Christian had a score of 16, and Joseph had a score of 0. So, Joseph, you are the deathmatch candidate, but before you pick Christian, you are immune and can award someone else immunity. What are you gonna do?
If we're just gonna start taking pot shots at each other, I'd rather have a manpower. I'm gonna say Thomas.
Okay. Thomas and Christian are immune. So, Joseph, who are you going to pick to join you in the deathmatch?
Jackson.
Alright, so Jackson and Joseph, you are going to the deathmatch together. Here is the game.
It's on now.
Freaking genius, that's what. The genius!
I don't think that was genius. That was my brain.
Well, I knew they were.
They are on track.
Because they trust me.
Well, I never lied to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
I think they literally would have only taken me and Christian.
That's it. Because
I think they said the Meredith.
No, because I pulled his head Jack, and I was like, Harry, I'll take him. And he was like, no, we're taking Christian. And I was like, Christian won. And he was like, okay, they were taking Thomas. And I was like, Christian's giving Thomas.
They're scared of Meredith. They work with Claire. You've never lied to them.
So they're just like kamikaze? Like, no, okay, I heard what happened. They were sitting there and they were trying to figure out like who they're getting garnets from and like what's gonna happen. And then Jackson just goes, challenge me, I'll lose, and you'll take all my garnets. And then it was like, how did you have? He's like, a dozen. And they're like, okay. And they shook hands, and that was it. And they just started laughing. Does Jackson not want to play it? No, he said, yeah, it's too much deception and bad vibes. I don't want to do it anymore. I've had enough. It's too much deception for me. I'm out. Too much betrayal. You betrayed him. Bad vibes. I'm out.
Meredith is correct. Whenever they were cornered and not able to choose their targets for the death match, Jackson offered to sacrifice his game so that Joseph could continue. Alright, hey y'all, it is time for us to teach you how to play the deathmatch Monorail. So you start off with 2 train tracks on the other side of the table, and then you have 16 tiles over here. The tiles are double-sided. Please take note of that. See that. You have to take turns placing down tiles to try to complete the track. The player who completes the track wins the game. Here's how it works. There are a few rules about how you can place the tracks. First, you can place it on either side of your choice. And you can connect it to the track that's already present. Or you could just do this. Like this would still be legal, even though it's not connecting. You see that? You can place 1, 2, or 3 tiles at a time. But when you place a tile, they have to be in a straight line. So I can do this, 1, 2, 3, and that would be legal. I cannot do this, 1, 2, 3. See the curve? That's not okay. So you can place 1, 2, or 3 at a time, and you have to place them in a straight line when you do. Whenever you place it, once again, it does not have to continue the track. This is legal, and this is legal. In fact, even this is legal if it's not, even though it's not possible. But that leads me to the final rule. If you reach a point where with the remaining tiles you cannot complete the track and it is your turn, you can say impossible. Whenever you say impossible, your opponent gets the chance to use the remaining tiles to try to complete the track, and if they succeed, then the person who called impossible loses. If they are unable to complete the track, then they lose. Alright, so Brody and I are going to play a quick practice game. It's just for fun.
You can go first.
You can go first since you did really well on the first season.
Okay.
And I will not specify how well.
Interesting.
Let's finish it out. Wasn't that fun? I love playing games without any stakes, just for fun. So in that situation, Brody would have won. Keep in mind that this was done in a vacuum and really quickly. Joseph, you are the deathmatch candidate, so you will go first. Alright, Jackson, your turn.
like this?
You can do that.
Yeah, you can. Joseph.
This will be interesting.
Okay.
Impossible.
Alright, Joseph calls impossible.
No, you lied to me before that. No, you lied to me right after.
Yeah.
Alright,
That looks
so
impossible.
Jackson cannot complete the track. And Joseph, you continue in the Genius game. I'm sorry, Jackson.
The 6th round of the Genius ends with Jackson's elimination. He was a top contender with 2 main match wins, but the heat of the competition was just too much for him. Until next time.